How you doing, Knights of Degen? It's Wednesday night, and it's time for the night shift. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Hey, did you guys hear? I mean, there was some news that went on today on the Twitter Spaces, and sounds like we had some interesting things going on. Interesting enough that I had to make sure that we lined up. Mr. Michael Carter Williams, MCW, is going to be joining us shortly so we can get out some questions, get a little action on what's going on with this Players Only news and, a lot of exciting things going on for the kingdom. But, guys, on a Wednesday night, when it's night shift time, I love to recap things that are going on and what's coming down the pipe and all that good stuff. So why not start there? What do you guys think? Have you been keeping up with the Discord? I got to tell you. NFT NYC is about to be bananas, okay? And not because there's apes around, but because we're throwing a banger. June 20th at 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Slate down in the city with your boy Ja Rule about to tear it up. The concert's about to be crazy when Ja's on stage. It's murder. I think he gets mad when I do that. But come on. We got the FCF joining in with us, Ballers Collective, Vayner Sports. Shoot, we had Swoops. The party's going to be epic, guys. If you didn't RSVP, I believe there's still room for you to do so. Get in there. Let them know, hey, I'm a Knight. Hey, I'm a Players Only guy. Hey, I kind of want to go to this party and kind of see a concert and kind of go, real Degen on them. So if you haven't yet, guys, jump in there. Let them know you're going to be out there. And let's make sure the Knights of Degen represent. Let them know that the Knights are taking over NYC, okay? The Yankees are doing it. The Mets are doing it. I mean, might as well be the Knights of Degen in New York City doing it too, but that's just me. You guys know my love for New York, all right? Calm down, all right? I won't make it all New York talk today, all right? Guys, for those of you that made the Twitter Spaces, they dropped some crazy information there today, and I was pretty hyped. And I think most of the people in the chat were pretty hyped as well, which is so great to see all these communities coming together for such a good cause, such an epic partnership. I'm really excited about it. Now, I can do this whole thing where I drag things out, right? I mean, I can. When I'm in control of the microphone and the show, I can just kind of sit here and do things for the hell of it. But I don't want to make you guys wait anymore. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to bring Mr. Michael Carter Williams, MCW, to the stage. What's good?
Hey, what's going on, man? How we doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Just, enjoying the day, just hanging out. But, everything's going well.
Bro. I got to ask you because I'm very torn when we've had our conversations, right? Like, even when I'm about to text you, I'm like, do I say Michael Carter Williams every time? Do I go with Mike? Do I just go with MC Dub? Like, you tell me so I know how to go moving forward.
I've been called it all, so whatever you want. It's MCW, it's Mike, it's Michael, it's whatever, honestly. I've been in high school, they used to call me Carter. Everything goes.
All right, cool. So what I'll do is I'll test run a couple of them, and you can just let me know through text, like, nah, it's gonna work.
Right? I got you.
Well, man, I know we got a lot to talk about, and I appreciate you making time. Come hang out. Y'all were on the Twitter Spaces. Y'all killed that. And we'll touch on that, man. I thought the response was really good to a lot of that. But look, at the end of the day, I'm a sports Degen, bro. So I got to talk some b-ball with you. Come on now.
I love it. Yeah. I could talk hoop all day.
There we go. So let's start off with the fact, man. I mean, your career, right? I mean, it was 2013 you got drafted.
Yep.
Right? Do you want to go that far back? You cool with that? Because that first season, I mean, from what I remember, was pretty freaking epic.
Yeah. No, I'm down with that. Obviously it was a great year. It was a crazy year, lots of ups and downs, individual success, but as a team, we weren't that good. So a lot of ups and downs, had a ton of different teammates. Obviously won Rookie of the Year. That was a very good, that was a big bright spot. So, I've been through it all. I've been through it all. Yeah.
Real. But I mean, that season was great, man. That Rookie of the Year. I know you had some competition that year too, and you separated yourself from the pack, which was really dope. I mean, let's talk about now, right? I mean, I know the last stint was with the Magic, right? Yep. So is the injury really that's what kind of caused you for them to waive you, right? Back in January, February?
Yeah. I mean, if you looked around the league, a lot of the guys that were injured and going to be out for the rest of the season, they let go because they want to
Yeah.
fill that roster spot. They knew I wasn't going to be coming back. They still wanted me around the team and whatnot. So, unfortunately, if I was healthy, I'd have been playing. But injuries happen, and I needed to get healthy for this coming season. So, yeah, I mean, injuries. It's a tough one, but it is what it is, and you just got to keep grinding.
Yeah. I mean, how's rehab? I mean, we fully recovered. How we feeling?
Yeah. I'm not back 100% yet. I still have some rehab to go. But overall, it's been a long grind. I had two surgeries on my ankle. So hoping to get back. Things are feeling good. It feels better each day. So yeah, it's just a process.
Nice. So obviously,
Yep.
the hope is to land somewhere right here in the off season and going into
Yep.
next
Yep.
year. I gotta ask, man. Do you have a team in mind that you're hoping is pulling the trigger? I mean, are we open to who comes knocking at the door? Where's the mindset
Yeah.
with that?
Honestly, my focus right now is just, I can't go anywhere unless I'm healthy, right? So main
Right.
focus is to get healthy. All options are open. I love Orlando. I love the city. I love, the staff. So, I could see myself going back there, but I could also see myself, going to another team, a contender team that's really fighting for something and, making an impact there. So, either way, I'm cool with, but I really have no preference.
Okay. Nice. So over your career, I mean, you played for a couple of teams. What was your standout for you? Like, where was your best landing spot that you enjoyed the most?
Man, I mean, there was so many different, probably, in Milwaukee, competing, in the playoffs against the Bulls. That was, one of the most, fun things that I've ever done. Even in Orlando, competing against Toronto in the playoffs. Every year that I've been in the playoffs, man, has honestly been my favorite. Just that atmosphere and the fans going back and forth, and how locked in everybody is and how intense it is. Those
Right.
are my favorite moments.
That's crazy, man. That's dope. So family wise, man, you've got a couple kids now, right?
Yeah, I got two kids. Yep, two kids.
How old are the kids?
They're both. My daughter is turning 4 in July. And my son's turning 1 in July. So
Okay. So you
yeah,
got that full blown daddy life going on.
yeah, full blown for sure.
Man, does that kind of change the mindset when it comes to the game? Like,
Absolutely.
what the best decisions are and everything?
Yeah, absolutely. Like in every decision, not even just a game, but in life,
Right.
you start thinking of, not only for yourself, but, for your kids. And, um, it's going to the gym feels more serious now because you got playtime when you come home, and when you're away, you're like you always feel like you should be home. So you're a little bit more serious in that aspect for sure.
Yeah, I've got four, bro. All right. I mean, now they're all grown, but so I know that daddy lifestyle, man. So
Right, you
I'll
know
tell
how
you,
it
for
is.
me, I couldn't imagine playing ball all day and then having to come home and play with the kids. Like, I don't think I would be able to pull it off. So, congrats
Yeah, no,
there,
it's a
man.
grind, but it's good, man. It's a grind, but the day really starts when you get home.
All right. So, I'm going to touch a little bit more on some basketball talk. All right.
Cool. Yep, I'm all good with that.
Who, who are some of the dogs right now? If you had to put three dogs right now that you say are the guys in the game right now just tearing it up, where are you going?
Um, man, I'm going. I got to go with Giannis, the Greek freak. He's one. He's one that gives consistently terrorizes the league. Um, I'm gonna go with some new blood. I'm gonna go with John Morant. He was on a tear.
Yeah, Child's no joke.
Um, and then Embiid. I think Embiid had an unbelievable year, and I'll even throw Jokic in there. I mean, two-time MVP. You got to throw his name in there. But them two have been unreal. It's been good to see. It's been good to see some new guys kind of take over that throne in the NBA. Right, for a long time, it was those. Not to say they still aren't putting in mega work, LeBron, KD, and but there's starting to be other guys that are prevalent to that level.
Yeah, for sure. I'm a big Knicks guy, right? So we had that RJ shine going on now, right?
Yeah,
Guys taking over a
yeah,
team. That's a perfect example. So who's the money on in the series right now? Where are you going?
I mean, man, I'm from Boston, so I got a little. I'm a little biased because when we're out, I do root for the C's. Growing up, that's all I rooted for. I was a Celtics fan, so
All right.
um, I hope they come through. But I don't see Golden State losing two in a row. It's hard to beat them once, never mind twice. But I think it starts with if they can protect home the C's, anything can happen in Game 7.
Yeah, facts.
Yep,
So I want to jump into some of the NFT talk, man. Right?
yep,
Obviously, that's a big conversation right now around you and the players only. But
yep.
for me, I really want to kind of find out, like, how did you get into the NFT world in the first place? Like, what kind of caught your attention?
Honestly, it was NBA Top Shot.
Okay.
I was an early investor in NBA Top Shot. I didn't know what NFTs were. I sorry, there's a mosquito out here. Yeah, I didn't know what NFTs were. So I started going on Clubhouse and I started just looking at all the different NFT conversations and started to learn what utility was, learn what the give back was about in the NFT world. Start getting myself acclimated in that community. And I met a couple people from Zed Run, and I got some horses, started doing some horse racing, and
Right.
from there I just one person led to another. I was in a group chat. I met Drew. He was telling me about Knights of Degen. I'd done a bunch of in investments in his Red Beer adventure. So there's just a bunch of different things that I did that led me to start Players Only, and obviously that project had its ups and downs, and but it was good though. I learned so much. They say you never know what it's like to drop a project until you do, right? Till you go through it,
Right.
until you push your drop, and you're making different connections here and there just to stay afloat. And so yeah, no, it was a good process. Um, Obviously it wasn't what I wanted it to turn out to be, but it's not over. So that those dreams
Yeah.
are still alive, and partner up with KOD was a huge thing, right? And kind of transitioning Players Only to KOD, and really representing them is something that I've always wanted to do. So this is just the start of something big.
Yeah, I mean, the announcement today was huge, and it's exciting because from the outside looking in, right, as someone that has a night, obviously the cohesiveness there between both, right, between players only community and our community, just a good fit, right? It's sports
Yeah, yeah,
DJs,
yeah.
100%. But what I kind of want to know too, MCW, is where do you think it went wrong? Right? Because obviously we've got the big debate, right? You got those that want to say, oh, it's a rug. And then you got those of us that are like, nah, it was just something that didn't work out. Right?
Yeah.
Where do you think the mishap was that kind of led to where we're on now?
I think that the biggest thing that we did wrong is we didn't put enough money aside, during the drop to really invest back into the community and invest back into the project. We put some money in, but it wasn't nearly enough as what we should have did. We banked on having our royalties provide that money to put back into the project, and we just never got there as a project, right? So we cut our feet from underneath us, and we put ourselves in a bind to, is this person going to bail us out? Is this person going to bail us out? And things internally weren't correct, and that's what led to kind of this whole thing, right? Like, we didn't do a good job of planning out what we're going to do post drop. We focused so much on what we need to do before the drop that, like I said, we cut our feet from underneath us, from after the drop. And that was our biggest mistake. And that's why it could easily seem like, we kind of had a drop, split the money up, didn't care about the project, and just ran away from it. Which is furthest from the truth, right? Anybody that's, known me in the NFT world, that they know that I was really serious about this project. I really tried to make connections. I tried to build a team. I try to do the right things, and no matter how many signals or whatever you want to call it, made it seem like that's not true. I can I have testimony from many people that know about the time and hours I put into this project.
Yeah. Do you also think, because I mean, looking at the timing wise too, you guys even added more pressure on yourselves in my eyes, right? In season, all this going on. And at the same time, now learning and looking at it, it's like, oh man, was the time wrong? Was, the planning. Do you think that played a part as well? Throwing that extra
Yeah, I
piece
mean,
on your team there?
yeah, I mean, our thought process was okay. We know we're going to be more busy, but we'll also be able to supply a massive amount of utility with tickets too, right? Like people want to go to the games,
Right.
and we want to, give them that experience. And we were able to, people won tickets, and we were able to provide them for many different games. So yeah, like we had that piece, but on the contrary, we didn't know, we truly didn't know how much time that guys were going to be busy.
Right. And then, I mean, on top of that, on your end, right, you end up getting injured. So you don't even end up
Right,
really playing. That doesn't
right.
help what you're
Right. I
doing.
was away from I was away from the guys a lot, being injured. I had two surgeries, and one in New York and one in Green Bay, Wisconsin. So I was gone all the time. When I even was on the team, and then when I got released, I was less around the team. So it's not like I could, gather the guys and be like, hey, we need to start doing X, Y, and Z. Like I know they're a phone call away, but it's a lot different seeing somebody in person and being like, really explaining to them what, really needs to go down.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, that makes sense, man. So for you, MCW, hearing you on the Twitter Spaces and how hyped you are to be a part of the KOD and kind of in that capacity now with the Players Only community, what do you think with this move really is the biggest benefit for your Players Only guys?
I think they get to, actually receive what, they were looking for in the first place and some more, right? Like we never
Right.
really planned on having a token. We didn't get that far there. And, KOD just, announced, how they're, going to be giving out tokens to, people that hold KOD and players only. And, they get to experience that. They also get to experience having athletes. KOD has athletes themselves. I know, people that, would love to join, KOD and what they got going on. I'm excited for all the manufacturing that you guys have going on, and so many different angles and so many different things that we can just collab on. Just based on these last few days of us talking. You know what I mean? So I think
Right.
that there's so much opportunity here for holders, and I really do believe that we will be able to provide a lot of different sports utility. And I think that starts with having a big enough organized group and people that are dedicated to their product weekly.
Yeah, no, and that's good, man. Because again, like we said in the beginning of this interview, is they're coming to a community that is exactly what they look for, right? That's sports, and then we have just so much going on that it just seems like it fits perfectly together. I mean, even the announcements that came out. So one of the things I thought was pretty dope is the fact that you guys are taking on you yourself a major portion of this money that was from the project to help all these player only guys be able to come in and mint at what the NFT was originally priced at when Knights of Degen came out. So to me,
Yeah,
that right there, if people, I may speak out of turn, I don't care. It's my show. How you doing? But people can say, oh, well, what's he doing to get back? To me, that's huge, right? You're looking at a project right now that, yeah, we're about 0.3 is the floor, right? We're moving up. But here you are coming in and giving them this option that they can actually get it at that 0. What is it, 0.8 or 0.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, no, I mean that's something that we definitely wanted to do, right? Was like give them that opportunity that kind of everybody else got, and ETH is so low right now, so they're probably getting it for cheaper than
right.
what most people got. So yeah, we wanted to give them that and that opportunity. I from all my heart of hearts, I really do believe. That this is going to be successful and that people are going to have great fun experiences. I mean, you guys got all types of sports stuff going on already. You got the fantasy stuff and you got the football team and so you guys, this is like jumping into a project that's already had a big jump start.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of what your vision was already a little further along, right? I mean, if they're
Right,
wanting
exactly.
engagement, They get to come in. I mean, we've got athletes in the Discord all the time. I mean, shoot, I keep talking about it. Just 2 weeks ago, we had John Starks in the chat. We had the Binsky on the chat. I mean, we constantly have people in there that I think that gives that term that people always talking about, utility, right?
Right.
Where I
Yeah.
always look at Knights of Degen as that membership, right? This is what you get for being in the community. So
Exactly.
your capacity with KOD, now that you're coming on to the team, like where do you see yourself fitting in? Where do you see yourself being the asset to kind of further along this project and also help bring in that PO community?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think that being a connector piece first for athletes to KOD, I think that there is you really need a solid base and organize people to really bring athletes, on and have them, be happy and be successful with what, they're hopping into. And I think KOD has that, right? So that's, I know KOD has that. So that's a big step, right? So obviously bringing, people to the project. Me myself, I'm big into the space. So, I just, I want to be a part of, everything that, sports wise that they do, being at events, connecting with different people, connecting with holders, just things that I enjoy and, providing opportunities that, kind of plans that we had for players only and now kind of convert them to, or create a different version of those deals with, KOD. I think that
Right.
I can, we'll definitely do that as well.
Yeah, I mean, you got a team now, like you said. That was one of the things, right? Time and team that just wasn't in place, and now you've got that structure there, and I feel like it's just a really great home for the players only community and for you, bro. Like, even though I'm still trying to figure out if I go with MC Dubs, Okada, I'm still working at it. We'll get there, bro. So you're gonna be at NFT NYC?
Yeah, I'll be there. Yep, I'll be there.
Okay. All right,
I'm
you
in
heard it,
there
chat.
for
If you
sure.
out there, you going to chill, everybody, there's a chance to hang out with the
Yep.
group. I know Drew and everybody's about to tear it up. FCW about to tear it up. Man, I got to tell you, I'm excited for everything you guys announced today, man. And what I want to do is I'm going to put you on the spot. So we
Okay.
decided the minute the announcement came out, I mean, we need to make sure that the players only community, when they get to reveal what night they get, it should be epic, like we do for our nights all the time. So
Absolutely.
let's do a big show. Let's do a reveal show. Let's rip them open. Let's share. I think you should, pencil you in, get you on there. Let's get Drew. Let's get a bunch of people to come on. And
Let's
I
do
think
it.
we throw
Let's
a
do it.
banger stream. What do you think? Yeah?
Let's do. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna be ready for that too. I might need my KOD hoodie for that.
Yeah. Let's make sure we arrange that ASAP. Awesome. Man, well, MCW, man, I appreciate you. I know you've had a lot going on in the Twitter spaces. Appreciate you coming on tonight, man, just to kind of, talk about this. And I got to say, the reaction after that Twitter spaces, you know how it is. When you go into those things, it can go either way, right? It's
Yeah.
either going to
No.
be
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
anger or that excitement. The response
Yeah.
seems pretty
And
good, bro.
yeah, the response seems, above water for sure. Like I was, obviously I had my, doubts going in there. And, I was just like, man, like, I hope we're able to explain truly what we're trying to do with our projects. And I hope people can see our passion, and our mindset, going in, given, my past with players only, right? Like, I don't know to put in words how to describe the excitement and the effort that I want to put forward into making the players only holders and now KOD holders happy and feel like they're a part of a real community receiving real utility and being a part of just a great group of people.
Man, that's awesome. I'll tell you before you go, we got Sir Pizza Sandwich, right? Big Knights of Degen guy. And he's in the
Yeah.
chat. He's looking forward to meeting you, MCW.
Hey,
But
looking forward.
rumor is he was talking smack that the Papa Shot contest that's going on, that he's ready to take you on in
Oh,
NYC.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I may or may not have just started that rumor right now as we were talking, but
It's all good.
man. Well, MCW, man, I appreciate you, bro. Looking forward to working together. Looking forward to taking everything together to the next level. And we'll see you out there on Monday, bro.
See you later, man. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course, bro. Later, man.
All right, brother. Later.
Yo, come on. Now we got the players only. Let me take this moment real quick. Dear players only community, we welcome you. We're excited to have you. We're Degens. We love sports. We love content. We love betting. Welcome to the kingdom. Welcome home. Super excited. Also, you guys just heard it. Hey, Sir Pete's in the chat. Yeah, you are now going one-on-one versus MCW in New York. So don't make me look bad, bro. All right. Make sure you practice. Today's Wednesday. You got a couple of days. Get it together. All right. So, guys, before we end the show, got a couple of more things to highlight. For starters, did you guys see that we got another banger going on? Another lovely contest for everybody. Now, here's the good thing. I think registration is still going right now till tomorrow morning. So you might want to get in there and get it now. But it's the golf pool tourney. So how it works, you select 6 golfers, PGA Tour players in the tournament. The field are divided into 6 tiers of flights based on their current world golf ranking. Each member chooses 1 golfer from each of the 6 tiers. You build your little squad there, and then you're in the tournament, right? And then the good thing is you win dope prizes, guys. You're winning knights, you're winning steeds, you're winning robots, all kinds of good stuff. If you haven't yet, get in the Discord, fill it out, register, say, hey, Joe. Hey, Joe Candy. Hey, all you guys, I'd like to be in the U.S. Open pick'em pool. Get in there, register. I want to make sure I brought it up because registration does close tomorrow morning. Get your butts in there. Get it done. Get it done. The other thing I want to touch on is Knights of Degen, KOD, now has a KOD Media Twitter page. Guys, this is where you're going to be able to keep up with all the content we've got going on, okay? I mean, right now we're currently running shows like Fight Night with Kev Dog and Proto. Twitter Spaces every Saturday morning where those guys are dropping the alpha for you on where to put that money, where to get those bets, and they actually do a really good job, and they make money. And then on top of that, Fridays, 2 o'clock Eastern, there's a live show for you guys to watch here on YouTube and Twitch where you'll get to have all the updates on the upcoming card for Saturday. We also got Yankees Morning Brew with Project Nerd HQ, our boy Hector, dropping all them recaps from the Yankees games the day before, but also covering the MLB in general, keeping up with those standings, keeping up with breaking news. You'll be able to check that out there as well. We also got things like Tonight We Ride. Guys, every Friday night, this is evolving, all right? This is about to be your 8 p.m. to 1 a.m., all things P2E. So everything that we're involved in, check it out. Come race some horses. Come and see what we're doing with our Footium committee and their stuff. Of course, you got Night Shift. Right? KOD, right now, the show you're watching, this is actually called Night Shift. How you doing, right? Look, it's got me right there. You see the video? It's got me in my night. You know we look alike. How you doing? Night Shift. And then we also have just so much content coming out, guys. So many new episodes that are coming out. If you haven't yet, go on Twitter. You can check it out. It is at KOD_media. Give it a follow. Give it a like. Let everybody know. But before we go, guys, I wasn't even able to keep up with the amount of purchases that happened today, all right? That bot has been going brr all day, last couple of days. So, you know, I always like to give a shout out to all the people buying Knights, and welcome to the community. Check it out. Could you imagine if I included all the sales from today on that thing? We'd still be watching it. But guys, I don't just like to give shout outs to the guys that get Knights. We got to show some love to our fellow steeds. Come on now. Brr. Guys, I'm going to bring it up one more time before we end the show. NFT NYC. If you're going, make sure you get the RSVP in. Get in our Discord. Hurry. Fill it out. Let them know you're coming and you're +1. Tell them, hey, I want to go to NFT NYC. Hey, I want to see Ja Rule. Hey, I want to hang out at Papa Shop. Hey, I want to see Drew and Mike and Jared and everybody. And I kind of want to be involved and do all kinds of great things. Guys, super excited for NFT NYC. I know a lot of you DJs will be there. Next week, we're going to be silent on the media front. Why? Because it's NFT NYC. We got things going on. It's going to be crazy, but we will be kicking back up the week after. Go follow that KOD Media Twitter. There will be content pushed out all week next week on social. How you doing? Players Only, guys. Welcome to the community. Knights of Degen. Let's keep going. KGMI. And guys, I appreciate Michael Carter-Williams stopping on the show tonight, blessing us, discussing things, and I'm excited to see the next level that we take everything with KOD, the PO guys now being KOD. How you doing? Guys, thank you for tuning in. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern, check in right here, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, whatever. You're going to be able to check out Fight Night, and let's get that information ready. Excuse me, Friday. Get ready to get that information of where you put your money down come Saturday. On that note, I guess there's nothing really else for me to say except how you doing? Have a good night, guys. Peace.